Hey guys, so unfortunately the Weekend Warrior this week is a set 4 through 7 constructed, and I could try to make a deck for this, but it's a constructed event, and I don't really feel like trying to make a bad neutered constructed deck to try and win some prizes, so we're just going to play another draft. Drafts are fun. We like drafts. And we're opened a bunch of, Necreum cards. I could take Evan Skull Knight or Fleshman. I think those are the best ones. The Alluring cards are okay. The Automaton Prime is probably the best one. I think Evan Skull Knight's a little better than Fleshfiend, so I'll take the Evan Skull Knight. And then Rotfiend's the best card in this pack, and I probably want to be Utera, honestly. Utera's just so strong. I'll take the Rotfiend. None of these cards are worth taking other than Chaos Twister, and I do not want to be in Bizarric. I really like Onyxium, actually. Vault Intruder is a really strong card, too. It's kind of like the Alolan Rotfiend. You can't really have enough of them. And then I'll take it's Tower Scout or Zithian Hulk. Zithian Hulk works really well with Contagion Fiend if I find one of those, or Contagion Lord, I mean. And though Tower Scout does work really well with Formation and with Abyssal Brute. Maybe I'll try. I haven't given Tower Scout a fair shot yet, so I'll try Tower Scout out. And then Forge Guardian Alpha is way bigger than the other card. It scales really, really well. So Ordnance Captain versus Spirit Steel Infiltrator. Ordnance Captain works with everything. Pumps all your creatures' power. It's a really strong card. Steelskin Spirit Steel Infiltrator needs to be pumped to be amazing, but is really solid stats at every rank. And if you manage to pump its power, it gets really, really strong. So I'm gonna take this card. It's, I think, one of the best cards in Loyan. And I'll hope to get something that pumps it. These cards are not very good. I could take the Flowsteel Carrier and try to get some robots, but the weird thing about Spirit Steel Infiltrator is this is an Innergeist. It's not a robot, which is really weird. But it's not a robot. I'll just take the Forge Guardian Alpha. And then Crucible Colossus. This gives armor, which is fine, but Crucible Colossus is so big. And it can even attack at the end of every ring, which makes it a large threat that people have to deal with. I'm going to take the Alolan General over the Blightwalker. Blightwalker is a pretty good removal creature, but Alolan General pumps my Spirit Steel Infiltrator and works pretty well with the Forge Guardian Alphas I already have. So I think that's clearly the pick. Deathseeker, easily. So it's either Spirit Steel Infiltrator or Batterbot. Or Ordnance Captain. I think those are the three cards. I think I'm going to take Spirit Steel Infiltrator over the Ordnance Captain again, because this card, Ordnance Captain's a common. It comes up a lot more than Spirit Steel Infiltrator, and there's a lot more cards that pump than Spirit Steel Infiltrator. I think it's probably closer to Ordnance Captain than I'm giving it credit for. But I really, really like Spirit Steel Infiltrator. I think it wins a lot of games I play next game, man. So I'm just going to take it. And then follow up with, I could either take Cold Week or Organ Harvester. The thing about Organ Harvester, it takes a turn. Cold Week is actually pretty good in Onyxium because of the debuff cards that you can pick up, like Sap. Or I'm gonna take Siphon Augmentation because it's another card that pumps up my Spirit Infiltrators and even gets free at ranks 2 and 3. And if I get a meta transfer, I can it works with the Cold Week and Siphon Augmentation, which is super nice. Cacklebones is a heroic, so I'm gonna take it here. I think it's the first heroic I've seen other than my first pick. I hope so, because I've been meaning to just pick up every one. Onyxium Alamax is a really solid card, actually. It's got a lot of regen if you play it with Necreum, and it's one of the very few cards in this format that actually level creatures. I think the best card in this pack is Brood Horror, because it pumps my Spirit Steel Infiltrators, but I'm gonna take the Progeny of Zeth because it's a heroic. And then, Contagion Lord. So I even got rewarded by taking the Progeny by following up immediately with the Contagion Lord. Excellent, excellent card. I really wish I had more Rot Fiends. I've only seen one so far. I kind of want more. I'm going to take the Battle Suit because I have 2 Spirit Soul Infiltrators and want ways to pump them. Whereas Fellstrider I don't think is that good. It's a solid card, but I think nothing special. The Battle Suit is going to be pretty key to pumping my two Spirit Soul Infiltrators. And I'll take a Sky Knight Glider. And then Battletech Inventor versus Blightwalker. Blightwalker is really good against Spring Dryad. Battletech Inventor works with Cold Week, and I don't have a Sara. If I had a Sara main, I'd probably take the Battletech Inventor, but I'm going to take Blightwalker. I think it's just a little better overall. Okay, so if I have to take one of these 2 heroics, Indomitable Fiend doesn't do anything. It's just a 2/2 that I have to play from not in rank, or not in play, not from my hand, right? Okay, so if I don't play it from my hand, it gets power. The only way to do that is Undying Legacy, I think, which is also heroic, and it's one I don't have. So I'm gonna just take the Forge Guardian Delta. I've even got I have 2 Forge Guardian Alphas, so I might even get the the Gamma trigger, because you can sacrifice some friendly robots to put a Forge Guardian Alpha into play, or Omega into play. And then Scourge Knights, I think Scourge Knights is a very good card. Especially when you can get formation really easily, like I can in this deck. Normally Symbiote's a solid card, but I'd rather have the extra reach of Halibza. Because I've got enough solid cards already, like a bunch of 4 to 5 power creatures, like a bunch of Forge Guardian Alphas, a Forge Guardian Beta, a Tower Scout. It's just not. I don't think I need it in my deck really. And then I could take another Robot Guardian and try to transition into some sort of Robot Forge Guardian deck, or I could just take Virix Embrace, which is a solid removal spell. Honestly, really tempted to take the Forge Guardian Alpha and try to make the dream real, but I don't know how good that is. Like it seems bad, right? I don't know. If I get the extra spell on I'm trying to talk myself into this. If I get the extra spell on Contagion Lord to sacrifice it, then I get to play 3 Robot Guardians from my hand. I'm so much more likely to trigger Delta or Gamma that way. Yeah. Okay. I'll just take the Virix Embrace. And then the Zombie Titan, way better than the Phalanx Squadron. The only thing I have that works with Phalanx Squadron is the Orient Battlesuit. I've only got 5 picks left, so there's no point in taking something that only works with one of my cards. Okay, so I have Brood Horror to work with this Infiltrator, so I can take Meta Transfer to level the that one card. I don't have any Gloom. If I had any Gloombringer Witches, I'd probably take the Meta Transfer, but I don't. So I'm just going to take the Brood Horror. And then follow up with... I don't want to take a second Battlesuit. I'll take the Meta Transfer now. And then obviously take the Rot Fiend. It's an Abomination, and it's huge. And take the other Rot Fiend, and I kind of hope to have another Rot Fiend, but I don't want a second Cold Week. I rarely play the first one. I'd rather have the second one in general. So this deck, yeah, it's actually pretty solid, right? We've got a lot of Robot Guardians. I really wanted to take that third Alpha, but I stopped myself from doing it. The only bad part is I have a Contagion Lord and a Forge Guardian Delta, which is, 4 cards with Soulbind, so my deck's going to be so inconsistent. I think that's going to be my largest struggle. That and like losing at level 1 because I draw a bunch of creatures with 4 or 5 power. I've got a lot of 7 power creatures, Zithian Rot Fiend and Vault Intruder, and a lot of 8 toughness creatures with like 3 Forge Guardian Alphas. But I think I can manage to battle through this and hopefully get my Spirit Soulful triggers online to win the game.